Welcome to Kumbasoft DPAA tutorials. This tutorial is about finding IP addresses within your DataPower appliances. So be sure to set your video playback to high definition, and though some visual details of DPAA may have changed since this video was created, the functionality will be the same. So the use case here is somebody comes to you and says, hey, where is this IP? And you don't remember where it is. You don't know where it's configured or that sort of thing. And you might need to be able to find where that's located. So what you do is you go about selecting a couple of appliances and you select whatever domains. You can also select the default domain if you like. But it also knows to look there, so it's not like you have to select the default domain. And then what you're going to do is under the Find tab on the left side of the tab set here, you have three sub-tabs, and one of them is IPs. So you select that tab, and then to search all IPs, you just simply select the search button here. And it will list all the IPs that are defined within the system. Now, this screen is fairly complex in terms of where it finds an IP. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the IP address header here to sort these by IP address, just to give you an idea where it finds these. So it found like this IP 2 times, well, one in one appliance, one in the other appliance. It found this one in multiple places in both appliances. So you see you got the host IP from the DNS name service as a host alias. You've got a second virtual IP, a standby VIP, in Ethernet 0. You've got another host alias definition by the name of the object. So it looks the same over here where you see host alias, but this one was from the DNS name service. So what's happening behind the scenes is DPAA is going out to a DNS status, IP status, Ethernet configurations, and other things, TCP table, and it's looking for any IPs you might be that might be defined, and it's showing you where it finds all those. So even though it looks like there's some duplicate information, you can see the info is indicating that in this case, even though it's the host alias, it came from the DNS name service status, and from here it came from the host alias information that's on the appliance. Now you can search for IPs up here, and this is a search field, so you can type whatever you want in here, and there's a little help box here that indicates to you that this is a regular expression. Like everything else you search for in DPAA, the search is a regular expression of some kind. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a search expression, and we're going to type it in here. And I'm cheating a little bit because I'm coming from my clipboard. But I've typed in 192.168/.2/. So what that means is it is going to find any IP beginning in 192.168 followed by exactly a .2, not a .21, a .12, only a 2, and then it's going to search for the IPs ending in that or matching that expression. And as you can see here, the IP addresses I have matched only have a .2 and nothing else in there, nothing else between the two dots here, which is why it was expressly /dot instead of just dot as I indicated here, because technically speaking that could be any character, but as you know in an IP address it doesn't matter, you only have 3 octets anyway. So what we're going to be looking for here is anything with a .2 and see where that came from. Now, you can move columns around to suit your preferences. So you can say, okay, maybe I want to put the domain it comes from, or maybe I want to put, the object name and then the object type before that. So you can start getting an idea in organizing these columns the way you want. You can also sort by any column header, as we did before. So you can sort by any field you want to sort by. And then you end up with another situation where if you select one or more IP addresses, or in fact none, there's a hamburger menu you can pop up. And this will give you some options that you have available to you. We're not going to execute these here, but I'm going to quickly explain them. This menu is also available via right mouse click. So you can use the hamburger menu or right mouse click as you so choose. But from this screen, we can add new IPs to any interface. We can copy IPs from one interface to another. We can move IPs. So this is most useful if you need to migrate to another machine or migrate part of your IPs to another machine. Maybe you're splitting a machine apart because it's gotten too big and you're going to put some things on one machine and some things on another, and you want to move those IP configurations, you can do that. You have the ability to delete IPs. And again, all these copy and move and delete and add give you the ability to work with any interface, whether it's the Ethernet interface, VLAN interface, link aggregation interface, whichever ones you want to manipulate. You also have the ability right here from the screen to ping the IP or IPs you have selected. You can also perform a TCP connection test to the IP or IPs you have selected. Now be careful when you're selecting IP here with a CIDR notation, because the TCP test will break that down into every IP in that group, so you want to be careful there. But other than that, you do have the ability to perform a TCP connection test. Then another convenient couple of options you have available to you are the ability to select IPs and create host aliases from those IPs. So sometimes you may have a raw IP defined and you want to create a host alias from it, or you want to create a DNS static host from it because you don't want to configure it as an IP address. You want to configure it as a host alias or DNS static host. So deploying will be a little bit easier as you move through the different environments. So that's it for now. In this video, there are many more in a series of dealing with IPs. So go out to www.kumbasoft.com and view all of our tutorial videos there on all the topics DPAA has to cover, which are hundreds and hundreds of topics. So you could spend all day watching videos there. But go out there. You also have a contact us link if you want to go there and put in your information to ask for technical support or request a license. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.